Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Here we go again. Um, so we're starting a new planet slash story this time. I'm gonna try to make this one a little bit more story based than the last couple of things we've been doing, which has mostly just been pure world building. But I kind of feel like having a bit of a plot, and I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be yet, but we're gonna get there. Um, so yeah, um, let's go ahead and jump over to Blender. Today is going to be a bit of an all over the place kind of thing because we're just kind of starting and I don't know, need to get some things built. And we're going to kind of jump around out of order. So we'll get a scene I think by the end, I hope, but well, let's see. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in the bug that I sculpted yesterday. Um where is it? No, it's 3D assets, animals, bug 3. Let's check its scale, that kind of stuff. Ooh, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Um, so yeah, it was pretty clearly initially based off something kind of mosquito-like, but my idea was that either on this world it went back to the land or it never developed wings. So this is a bug that does not have wings. I guess you know, whatever the term is, an arthropod. That's what I'm trying to go with. Um, and this is the model directly imported from Nomad Sculpt, which is not quite ready yet. Um, it's got our color, but we need to do a bit more to it for materializing. And our starting point, I have created a shader for Nomad Sculpts, and that will help us out. And what it does is it brings in the other data. Let's move this off out of the way for later. Looking pretty good though. Shading. You can see it pulls in the color attribute, and this one here splits into the metal and the roughness. We don't have any metal, it's just 0, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of it. Make our life simpler. And then I applied a little bit of a color ramp just to make it a bit more punchy. It's just my default Nomad Sculpt thing, but I do like to do a few other things to it. You may have seen me do this before. I don't know. First thing I want to do is add a noise and set its scale to like 100. Let's go look at it and see. And its roughness to like 0.9. And detail go up a little bit. Is that enough? Maybe a bit higher scale. Let's go like 150. Just to get a nice rough noise texture there. And then I'm going to add a Voronoi. I don't know where the emphasis goes. And we're going to set its scale to like 3000. Which if you look, that might be a bit much. Let's go 2000. Gives you these dots on your mesh. This is a little small. Let's go 1500. See, that gives us something we could see. Yeah, that'd be cool. And they're kind of like pores. They kind of work neat for me. We're going to take these two together, this one, and combine them with an overlay. Yeah, so now we have kind of an interesting noise pattern. And then we're going to take that and we're going to dump it into subsurface. And we got way too much, as you can tell. So let's go create a map range because I want it to be, we could use a color ramp, but a map range lets us get very specific for small numbers. 2.004. Just to give us the briefest bits of subsurface. And it really helps bring out the ridges. That's one of the things I like about it. Then we're going to take this here and duplicate it and put on our roughness and attach it to that. And the reason for that is it keeps the eyeball dark. If we just use this as our roughness, it'd be bad. So this gives us both. And we got some roughness variation, also helpful. And then we're going to take this, drop it over to normal, and add a bump node to height. Set it to distance of like 0.3 and strength of like 0.3. And then we got a bit more, variation on the surface as well. Get some bumpage by all this in here, which really helps our bug skin. Critters! Hey, Michael. Yeah, we're doing a bug. Well, we're just finishing up a bug. I sculpted it on my iPad yesterday, along with those other dudes. And I figured I'd just bring this one in today. And I'm just getting its texture set up correctly. I'm not going to bother rigging this one, mostly because bugs are a huge pain in the ass to rig. So unless I have to, I'm not going to. So we don't need to decimate it, so we're just going to leave it big. It's big. We could decimate it, but then we'd have to deal with baking and all that crap, and I'm not going to bother right now. So again, based on pure laziness, we're just going to do this. And so we can still use the color attributes for color and for roughness from Nomad Sculpt. And there's our bug. So that was the first thing we're going to do. And let's just save this dude as 23, 11, 13, 1 long bug. We had a bug. Moving along. Right. Well, I mean, the biggest reason is just to cut down that poly. Like, do we really need it to be 3 million polys? It's kind of a drain on my machine. But I'm also, yeah. It also makes him look cool, and it means we get like all this detail up here in his face, which is kind of cool if we ever wanted to be like up here like this. He just looks grody, which is awesome. All right, save him. Now we're actually going to go to a new file. We're kind of jumping around today, but I wanted to get that done. And we're going to start creating the alien race, the other colonists for this thing. So there's human and there's a Phalanti, and we got to decide what they look like. And I kind of went back and forth. Hold on, I have some coffee. Between sculpting something kind of super cool and alien, or going with more of the Star Trek alien, or I think what I'm actually thinking more is like the 70s and 80s anime alien. And the benefit to that is we can use all the human tools that we already have in place, and we don't have to sculpt 15 different versions with weird clothes and all that kind of stuff. So for the purposes of like my brain not exploding on my working on this project myself, I think we're going to do that. So we're thinking 80s alien, 80s anime alien. Let's start with a dude. And it really doesn't matter which one we pick. I'm going to pick Asian 4. I don't know why, but we are, you know. And this is Bart. Hi, Bart. There he is. We're going to mostly mess with his face, I think. Although we are going to do some body stuff too. And we're just going to slider tweak to make him look less human. So first off, we're going to make him maximum skinny. Slightly muscular. Maybe not maximum skinny, but skinny. There we go. Let's go back to grayscale. And special, we're going to stylize into like 0.75, which is actually the cartoony one, but it just makes it for an interesting, different look. So special is it? Stylization is 0, 100%. Bigger eyes, 75. Yeah, looks pretty good. Now I'm going to do a few things. Neck length, maximum 100. So, and then we're going to thin our neck down to -1. Sure. So really long neck, really narrow. Arms, we could play with the lengths if we wanted to. Increase the forearm length, upper arm length. It's got longer arms than human. That's kind of cool. Um, yeah, we'll do that. We need to keep track of these things so we can adjust them later, but I'll come back to it, I think. Then head or age. Age is fine at 30. We'll leave them there. Here's where we got to start doing some funkiness. Let's start with the nose. And I want to take our tip angle and tilt it up. Length and bring it in. And we're kind of going to probably want to look at it a little bit more profile so we can see what we're doing. Tip size, shrink it down. Tip width, bring it in a lot. Nose bridge width, bring it in a lot. Nose height, up. Yeah, sure. Bridge height, let's bring that back actually up a bit. Something like that. And let's see what we're looking at. Interesting. Cool. That's a good place to start. I like his nose. Ears. Turn inward. Yep. Width. Bring them in. Height. Make them bigger. Globe size. None or max. Let's go max. We can't make them pointed, but that's kind of done anyway. Yeah, they're kind of. I mean, it's gonna have a gray thing, I guess, to it a little bit, but he's also gonna have hair, so it won't. I think it'll change from that some. And then, cool. There's our ears and our nose, and then our chin. We definitely don't want a dimple. Height, make it longer. Size, make it smaller. Okay, and width, slightly smaller. Go back to gray. Cool. Jaw. Can we decrease that down? Yeah. Yeah. Cheeks. Fullness. In. Zygomatic arch. Ooh, interesting. There we go. It's cool the things you can do just with sliders. Like oftentimes you're like, I gotta sculpt stuff. I'm like, well, you can just go through and play with a lot of sliders and you'll probably get something neat. Let's make his lips way small. Offset, height. Oh! Oh shit. Not Photoshop. No. Damn it. Hopefully it saved something. Probably we're gonna have to redo a lot of that though. God damn it. Blender. We definitely need to save again too. That'll learn me again. Not that I had got too far, but you know. Come on. File, recover, autosave. Oh no, it had it. Cool. We got most of it. Let's save this dude. New 23 11 13 -1 live stream Falanti aliens. I say plural, but we're probably only going to get the one today. I'll have to do a woman. And I'm just going to have to come back through and like look at all of these to make sure that I match them for another one. But that's cool. Lower skull. Muzzle location. We can bring it forward or back. Ooh. I like it. Long, but back. That looks cool. Eyes. So eyes are already kind of messed with a bit. I don't think we can do, let's see, closer together, further apart, a little further apart, slightly higher up. Um, yeah, bit bigger. Ooh, tilt them slightly. I think that's looking pretty cool for an alien face. Upper skull. Is there anything we want to mess with there? Let's see. Brow ridge. Bring it forward just a little bit. Location. Also that. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Call that on his face. Good. Height. I want him to be, this is a pain in my ass because the height thing's broken, but I want him to be taller. So let's see if we can't. 6'2" seems good. We won't push it much more than that. Skin. Okay, so we want to pick the palest possible skin because I'm going to tweak it later. And redness, I'm going to kill it down. Let's see what we got. Subsurface on. Cool. Eyes, we can set these to any color we want. Let's see. That looks kind of neat. Cool. Save. Next. Hair. They're going to have hair. That's the whole point of using human generators, so we can do this with hair. I think we're going to kind of go with, again, that they're human-esque in this sense. So, short-combed. Let's see how we feel about it. He's going to have, like, you know, for lack of a better word, convenient hair. Lightness, so let's bring it up. Redness, bring it down. And hue. There we go. Maybe we should match his eyes. What do we think? Yeah, something like that. We need to do the same thing with his eyebrows too. So which is what, just match it. Lightness 3. Okay, hold on 1 second. Just because I'm lazy, I'm just gonna screen cap it. There. Now I can go change it on the eyes. Lightness. It doesn't let me change those other things. Come on. Lightness 3.341. Used to. Redness 0.318. That's annoying. Yeah, whatever. He doesn't have face hair, but that's fine. That's close enough. We can even change it maybe in the shader later. Next. Yeah, I just want to see his hair when I'm doing this outfit. Something normal. Flight suit. See how it looks on him. No, that looks pretty cool. And footwear. Did I bring the flight suit footwear over? Yeah, I did. Could be. Yeah, I don't want to do. I like. I think that level of sexual dimorphism I would be good with. I'm really tired of video game sexual dimorphism where the girl's gonna look like a fucking supermodel and the dude looks like a troll. But he's not done yet. We just this is as far as we can take him, I think, here. Um, but I like that. Um, we'll mess with this pose later. Let's go now and mess with the skin. This is the dot human. So we're gonna have to actually tweak a shader ourselves because that's just how it goes. But we can do that. Um, and where do we want to put it in our base skin? And then have the other stuff go on afterward? Would that make the most sense? Probably, yes, it would. So if we did a Shift A, search RGB, and then Shift A, search mix color, and sure. And our mix is going to be multiply, maybe? Let's see what the best one is. And our color. Again, we're kind of going with anime aliens here. That's, I could push it further. It's a little hulky. I don't want to push it 100% because then it's just, a little insane. But like right in and around there, that looks all right. Now let's rename this to dot, was it fell? I can't even remember how I wrote it. It's Felonti. Clearly I paid a lot of attention to my alien names. Let's look, just because I'm that way. Foul. We'll make it correct. So he looks alien, and it's like and he looks alien beyond just like skin color tone. Like I feel like yeah, that's close to human, but not human. Yeah, totally boob armor. And we crashed again. Fuck you, Blender. My greatest regret lately. Like I don't know if it's updating to 365 or updating my video drivers, but whatever, it's pissing me off. There we go. But 4.0 comes out tomorrow, right? So, well, theoretically. So we'll see. What's that an error from? Oh, Blender Foundation. I don't care. Go away. Whatever. Okay, this is Bart. Hey, Bart. And now we should be able to give Bart a... Yeah, 4 hours out tomorrow, I believe. So we will be pleased about it. And this is like the best, most natural. These two are like the best, most natural poses in Human Generator. So I always come back to them and then just kind of tweak them a little bit. And yeah, and they're not amazing. This guy's the poses in this thing are not the best. That's if I had any problem with Human Generator, it's that. That's okay. And we could do we mute him or do we? We'll just adjust it. We could. The two options are we could adjust it or we could mask him out. And I'm just trying to decide which would be better, but we'll just adjust. And okay, cool. Back. There's our pose and expression. Why do I feel like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to, I don't want them to be like dour, but he just looks kind of dour. So let's see what happens when we make him happy. That's all right. He looks pretty cool happy. He's got that like deep inset, eye line, but I mean, he looks kind of like a dork. I like him. So there's our alien. There's our male alien. We will have to then go back and make the female version, which, I mean, fuck it. Let's just do it. I'm going to need to go screen cap so I can see what I did to him. Body. I don't think I messed with anything other than that. Yeah, those are his body things. So new. And there we go. Okay. Let's go over to this window. And make it bigger so I can see. Okay. There he is. Save. Not save this. Well, maybe we will, but save. Let's go make a female now. Just we have them both. And we are basing them off of Asian 4, the male. So I don't know. We'll use Asian 4, the female too. Why not? There she is. Now let's take Bart and move him off to the side. Now, body. Again, skinny, like 100 or 61. Did it keep it? Oh my God. No, it's Bart. I was like, what? It was so cool if I could transfer from one to the other. That would be amazing. What happened here? There we go. Her. Okay. Body. Alas. Skinny 0.61. Muscular 1. Neck length 1. Neck thickness -1. Forearm length 1. Upper arm length 1. And that's all we had for body, right? I think so. Save. Next. Face. Again, let's go grab this guy's. We'll have to come to do it in 2. New. Grab it. Okay. Over here. 1.51. 0.76. We'll see. I'm just going to go exactly, and then we can adjust it later potentially, but oh, I don't think I did stylized on her, did I? No, I didn't. That was stylized was also 0.75. There we go. Okay. 0.51. Then nothing down here to eye height of 0.76. Orbit size 1.43. Tilt of -1.6. There we go. Yeah, she's looking kind of creepy. We got ears and nose after that. Yeah, we did upper skull. So this dude, again, screenshot. And then we'll have to do the lower skull too. But cool. Ears. 2, 2, -2, -2. We just kind of maxed her out on this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. Nose. The angle's fine. Bridge height 1.16. Nose bridge -0.95. Height 2. Nothing to nose tip angle -2. minus 1.43, minus 1.35, minus 1.59. There's her nose. Cool. Coming along. And then lower skull, mouth. So we can get multiple. Cheeks, jaw, chin. Can I get them all? Yes, I can. Cool. Exciting, right? Yeah, but there we go. Oh, except I have the wrong one. Doesn't have to have hers. I have to have his. Duh. Okay, there's his. Now back to her. And lower skull. Minus 1.3. 2. Minus 0.97. Minus 1.89. Minus 2. Cheeks. Minus 1.43. 1.57. Minus 1.49. Jaw width. Minus 1.68. Chin. Minus 1.57. 2. Minus 1.35. Minus 0.22. I don't think we did anything with the others, did we? Custom, special, no. So we do, yeah. Asian 0.5, variation 5. Yep, that's it. Cool. Well, that's her. God, she looks like the Githyanki chick from Baldur's Gate 3. Um, pretty funny. Okay, cool. Save. Next. Height. She's 5'9". Let's see if we can get her to at least. Six three. She's slightly taller than he is. Cool. All right with that. Having another sip of my coffee. Skin. Again, we want to go with. Well, actually, we don't even care because we're just going to go pull it from him. But I don't think so. Should be all right. Oh, we know this was her eyes too. Did we do her eyes? Where was her eyes? I can't remember where that is anymore. Is it in skin? Eyes, yes. Iris color for her. Gonna go with a slightly more yellow, I think. Yeah, I like that. And then material. Let's go with dot Volante. Okay. Looks good. Save. And head hair. I don't know how. Like we're going with kind of human, but we're gonna give her short hair too. We could give her Grace Jones hair. I kind of like this one though. Again, we're gonna keep it small. And we don't have to actually go super the same because people have different hair colors. I love that story. That is one of my favorite Bradbury stories. I think you're the first person I've ever heard besides me who's mentioned it actually. That is one of my favorite short stories. So So there you go. Footwear outfit. We could give her a flight suit as well. If they both have sort of the same colonist outfit on. Sure, why not? We'll have to tweak it to fix it. And again, we'll just go the standard pose, whatever. This is just like idle, but it's not, just feels very stiff to me, but we can tweak it later. It's fine. And expression, we'll give her a bit of a smile and a bit of a brow raise left. And smile of 0.5, brow raise left. Like, all right, I'm kind of digging on that. And turn her hair on. Like they're definitely anime aliens, right? I mean, but we knew that. That's what we were going for. So let's turn his hair back on. And there are the two of them. So that's our alien colonist race. I think they'll go well with the humans. I don't think anyone's gonna. I need to fix her. I don't think anyone's gonna really. You know what? Okay, fine. We're fixing her the other way. She's just enough out that one tab Alt Z B C and okay, and Control I. Add a new vertex group. Assign mask. Come out up here. Add a new modifier mask. Vertex group mask. And then flip it. Maybe I'll reread the Martian Chronicles. I'm in the middle of rereading like all the Foundation books right now, including the ones I'm kind of stalled just for a little bit on the first one he didn't write, the one that Gregory Benford wrote, and I'm kind of going forward. I'm doing them chronologically, so I started with the robot books and I'm going all the way forward. Okay, well, so she's still got a little bit sticking out here. We could fix it. Why not? I'm just going to take all those. Yep. And then add those to our vertex group. And we do the same over here. And add those to the vertex group. There we go. Trickery. She's hidden. Cool. Now, where are we at? 40 minutes. We're doing good. I'm going to start making a building kit, and then I think we're going to put everything together. We're just going to make a very simple building kit for right now, though. So file, new again. We're going to come back. And file, save as, new, 23.11.13.2, live stream, colony building kit. and delete. And let's see what we're going to base it off of, because I'm a huge believer in basing these things off of stuff. Could use one of my existing ones, or let's look and see. Size large. I want it to be wood and sheet metal. I feel like Wasteland might be a good one to base it off of, even though I've used it already for another colony. Tatooine doesn't really seem to fit. Venice doesn't. Yeah, we'll use Wasteland again. Why not? Let's take a big building because it'll theoretically give us the maximum amount of stuff. I like this kit too, but we're gonna change it. Let's see if we can duplicate it and not have it crash and stay out there for a little bit this time. Okay. So there we are. And the first thing I want to remember to do before I get into other stuff is coming here to auto building and reassigning it to get to the latest version because it was the older version. Okay, and it's very obviously kind of clunky, but there are a bunch of Tatooine kits out there. This is the one that he made directly. What's this? Chuck CG made another really good Tatooine kit too. Okay, rather than mess with these, I'm going to kind of create a wall F group, I think. And here's my wall, right? Is that a wall? That's a support, which is one of the things I wanted. There's a wall. I don't even think I have a wall by itself, do I? Let's see. Wasteland houses? Oh, that's the extra houses. Those are those things. Right, but that's kind of helpful for getting the scale that I wanted to. So that's fine. I just want to do shift. Let's see. No, what am I doing? That's what I wanted. Every once in a while, for weird, I forget what's the cursor to selection to cursor. I forget that button. I'm like, why? Why is it? Oh, is that its origin? So there we go. It's like my fingers forget how to do shit. It's bizarre. Bring it over here. Move it to a new group, and we're gonna call it colony plastic walls. And I want to make it 2.5 meters tall. That feels like a good scale. And let's come back. And initially I want to rotate it because I want to get gravity on this. RY RX90? Yeah, there we go. Control A rotation scale. Now I want to build like plastic tarp walls because I feel like if I were creating a colony on another planet and the weather wasn't super hostile, that like a durable plastic tarping is going to be one of the most compact building materials I could use for making walls for the short term until we can use local resources. Because if we're bringing everything across interstellar space, I feel like that's going to matter. Or that's my vibe anyway. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to inset this slightly. Yeah. And then I am going to AW subdivide. All right. Maybe not even. Yeah. W subdivide like, Number of clicks, 10. Let's try that. A, Shift Q, utility, panel cloth. And we're getting too much out of it. F9. Gravity, max of 1. Min of 1. Or, let's undo. Exactly. I mean, but like even like we see them all kind of crashing with those things. But I feel like, quite frankly, even not crashing. I don't want quick displacement. Panel cloth. Like even not crashing. I would see that more, but that's going out too far. Let's see. Cut. Ooh, that's better. Okay. Just need to get a few more cuts. And maybe I'm going to remove face. Is right? Is it remove faces? Yeah. And then self collision. Sure. And take down our pressure, minimum of 0.2, maximum of 0.5. I'm going to create a couple of these. Actually, I'm going to undo this. I think there's a better way to do it. So he's got it set up, so we'll do that just to fix it. X, delete faces, and tab. And we're just going to make it back to 2.5 again. Now, A, Shift Q, panel cloth, cloth seed. There we go. Cuts 2, and then margin 0.05. This is that. If we wanted it, do we want the margin? That shrinks it in. Kind of, nah. Again, just playing. No margin though. Cuts 2, F9, shrinkage. Oh, I see. Maximum of 1. That's too much. 0. That keeps it closer to our edge. Do we want to get it? And maximum of minus 0.02, just to get us more wrinkles. We like wrinkles. That seems like a reasonably good tarp. I can live with that one. Now let's GX. Do it again, just to get us a couple different variations, because this is the kind of thing you'll see really easily if you don't. Cool. That one looks all right. We're gonna probably smooth them, at least smooth them, maybe more than that. Cool. Let's do at least one more. this one will increase our shrinkage to minus 0.2. Cuts 3. Decrease our pressure to 0.1. Yeah, okay, this one's just going to fall. That's not bad, though. Let's take it a little more than that. Pressure 0.25. Yeah. I like it. Is 3 enough? 3 might be enough. Let's see. Scene collection. So these 3 are x minus 90. Control A, rotation scale. Now let's just see what happens if we shade smooth. Q, or actually just a straight shade smooth. Object, shade smooth. Sure. Not even auto smooth, just smooth. I just want it to be fabricy. Save. And that's, make sure we have them all in our, we don't. Let's move them into colony plastic walls. There they are. Okay. Now let's come back over here to our building. And just, this is our test building. Let's turn it off for right now. See what we got. It's just a wonked out weirdo building, but that's fine. And these are all going to be our new group. Where are we? Wall F, which is going to be colony plastic walls. It's going to be not use booleans and deform. And let's see. Did I assign it? Wall F. Assign. They all go in the wrong way? Are they all mirrored? Let's see. Alt V, tab, Alt V, face orientation. Well, it does help if you had them oriented right. Well, that's interesting to know because I think I will then duplicate my things. Let's see. Yes, they all stick out nicely. It doesn't work with the other stuff, but it works. Cool. Save. Because, yeah, I like that, actually. I'm going to come back over to here and grab all 3 of them, 7, and Shift D, GY, and SZ minus 1. Now let's bring them in a little bit so they don't extend in as much as they extended out. Control A, rotation scale. And let's see. Now, do we have tarps that go inward as well as outward? We do. Check that out. Now we just need to give it a good material. And I think we've had some good tarp materials before, but I don't remember where they are. So let's just go over and make our own. Save again. And we're going to edit this one as our tarp, I think. Yep. Shading. Tarpy, tarpy, tarp. Okay. And it's going to be new. We're going to call it plastic tarp wall. And search translucent surface. Honestly, we need a UV, or sorry, UV, an HDR so we can kind of see what we're getting out of this thing. So let's save. Let's go create an HDR on this place, because it's hard to see otherwise. Sure. Now, actually, it's not really bright enough. There we go. That's better. Slightly. Okay. Shading. So we won't be able to see through it with this, but maybe we want a little bit of seeing through it. We went through this last time too, right? That's probably too much seeing through it. But if we go back, like there. Now it's a little transparent, but mostly translucent. Cool. I like that. And I think maybe, let's see, Shift A, search noise. Let's try doing it this way too. Scale of like 50. And look at it. Increase the roughness. Increase the detail. Cool. Shift A, search map range. Again, I love this node. This is the node for people who like to be precise, which is to say me. And 0.167 is what we're going. So we go with a 0.16 to 0.17. Cool. And drop that into our factor. And now we have a noise-driven thing, so it's not quite the same transparency everywhere through. We can bring our roughness back a little bit, maybe. Let's see. That looks good. We could tweak it more, but I feel like that's not a bad look for what we're doing here. The only thing maybe I'll add to it is Shift A, search improved grunge at the end. And I'm just going to edit this and delete off those. So just this one goes to the end, right? Come on. Not into temp, into actual. There we go. So it's got a little bit of dirt on it too. I feel like that's all right. And we're just going to call it add dirt. So in case I use it again, it's its own thing. Okay. Layout. So then we can grab all of these suckers, Control L, link materials. There we go. Our tarps all have tarpy colors now. Come look at this building. Maybe I'm not liking the dirt. Is that a little too much dirt? Could be. Let's see. Shading. Let's unsolo. Is it this thing? Yeah. It might be my add dirt. Let's see. Let's see. Mute. Yeah, it's not. Dirt's getting too much. That's too much dirt, or not enough. What you call it? Scale. Scale. Actually, I like the scale. That's fine. But we need to factor it. Where's our factor coming from? too much. Shift A, search, map range. And we're going to set it to min of 0, max of 0.2. Or is that the other way around? Which one's on top? Oh, the dirt. It should be the other way around, Seth. Come on. Let's go on top of the dirt. There we go. That's better. And Control T. I don't want it stretching like that. Object? Does this fix it from stretching? Yeah, it's better. Cool. Okay, yeah, that's better. It might be a little too transparent, actually, still. Did I stop using add-ons? Oh, God, no. Yeah, no. I think the max, this is too high. We're getting too much through in this one. Let's say minimum of 0.05, max 0.1, 0.08. Let's see, minimum of 0, maximum 0.01. That feels okay. Yeah, we're not seeing through too much. That's all right. Don't want very much here. 0.001. What happens if we I'm just gonna check and see if it mute. So if it's just that, so it's just, we're not getting a huge, it's allowing more through than I would think. Like it's not adjusting that. Yeah, bastard. Let's see. Like any mixing at all is giving it a minimum mixing, apparently. Like we can't get rid of that any lower than that. Interesting. I wonder what happens if we can do it again. Take that to mostly. There we go. Because it won't let me do it past a certain point. I want a little bit of translucency. But if I do it twice, that works. Okay, cool. Mess with me, you stupid thing. Meh. Alrighty, where are we at? 1 hour. So we have our wall, and we have the other stuff here. I think we can, from this, build our own building that we need pretty well, right? Yeah, we got pipes, we got supports. Cool. So let's save this sucker. We're gonna obviously be tweaking this more, but I want to try now building something with it. Copy it, file, new, general, save, sure. Delete, paste. Okay, 7. G, get everything out of my way. Now, I'm just going to create a very basic building, I think. Mesh, cube, tab, A, GZ1, up, cool. And I want size to be 2.5. Okay, and we're going to join it to this. And we're going to edit and L and P and then A 3L. There we go. Grab that and give it all ID empty wall A assign just to give it something. Great. Okay. Now P section Control A all transforms. Great. And we can just delete this one again because I don't even want it messing with me. Okay. Now over here on our building, we just use the other one to instantiate a building, and now we are good. And it should have our walls. Yes, it does. Colony plastic walls. Good. And the first thing we're going to do extras. Let's just get rid of this foundation extension of like 0.2. We'll give it a little bit of a foundation. Sure. At offset width of 0.1, very narrow. Offset of 0. 1. Yep. So before it was coming up slightly. We might want it up slightly, but we'll see. For right now, 0. Okay. And let's see. Roof. I just want to make sure auto flat roof is turned off. I don't want it to auto roof until we want it to be there. Okay. And now we're going to call this one 231113-3 live stream scene. I'm going to put shit together now. I don't know that we'll finish it before we have to stop, but you know, hey. And do I have a door on this one? I don't think this one has a door. Then we have to add that. 3, wall F, assign, just to see what we get. And what do we have? Alrighty, looks okay. They're extending out past each other. Wall F, deform. Why are they cutting in then? Inset. I don't want them to inset. Let's see. A scale. I mean, I don't know that it. Well, let's see. Before we do this, let's see if I can fake fix it, and then we'll figure it out if we can. 4 with creases, vertical, beam, sure, yes. Crease edge 0.22. I mean, that's kind of extreme, but that's not bad. Cool. I wonder what happens if we kill a foundation totally. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what the problem is. Okay. I think. Tab. A. Now let's see if we can't. GZ. Maybe. No. Oh, I know what I have to do. Never mind. I'll fix it later. It's just a weird. Basically, it's it always takes the middle of the wall as the point that it extends out from. So because of that, come over here, our walls are being inset a little bit because they have thickness. So what we need to do is add a shape around it and stretch it, which we can do. But in the meantime, let's play. Okay. Tab. Did that make sense? I hope it made sense. E 2.5. E 2.5. Okay. And I wonder, let's see, Shift A, cylinder, 7, scale. Excuse me. Up to here. Let's see, set our Z. It doesn't have to line up exact, but we want it to be pretty close. Okay, yeah, and all those will be fixed when I can fix the spacing. It's just gonna take me a minute. That's cool though. Clearly, space yurt, absolutely. Oh, and we have, I think, let's see, yeah, mad displacement turned on, right? There's a little bit too much on this one. Strength 0.02. A little bit's not bad every once in a while, just to add a little bit of distortion, but it's set a little high. Okay, and then tab, also to F. Cool. Looking cool. Now, what are my other wall options in this one? It's been a while since I've used this side of it. Oh, the houses, that's right, which are kind of neat. And the ladder. Ooh, ladder would be cool. So let's make this one C. It goes very high though, doesn't it? But that's fine, because we can then just go. Let's see. E. Why is it going up high? Oh, because this is also C. And empty wall A, assign. There we go. Just we line up where our ladder kind of goes, because why not? Cool. And then this one will make A. No, not that one, because the ladder's on that side. We'll make this one A. Yeah, maybe not. Let's see. A. Deform? There we go. That's better. It's kind of a neat building. Not sure what it is, but it's kind of a neat building. Now let's make this one, and this one, and this one, and this one to be D. No. Pipes, B. I mean, we have to change them because it's still set to a very like old school grunge look that I don't super like, but we'll start it here. And I don't want the wall stuff on this one. So our extras, facade dressing, I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay, save. We are going to fix this, but we're cool for here. And we have, 50 minutes to make a scene, so let's do it. Plane 7, Alt G. Oh, tab. plane, scale it up, bring it over, rotation scale, tab, W, subdivide, give it 10. Okay, and I'm actually going to keep it pretty calm, I think, on this one. We'll turn on random, and it just gives us some randomness. But I'm mostly keeping it pretty straight, I think. Pretty flat. Something like that. Again, just kind of going down so we feel like we get an edge. Okay, anyway, save, F4, append. Terrain generator, rocky desert, Nucci, grab them, assign here, add the modifier, geometry nodes. Hi on me. Terrain. Cool. So all right, I'm just going to edit. Let's turn off proportional on this time now. Or leave proportional on, but turn on smooth. I'm just kind of lining it up so that the building is over our rock. That should be fine. Save. Yes, you missed the boob armor because it is dumb. And we're all in agreement there, and that is a very good thing. Okay, got it. Let's apply this terrain. I like it. For the purposes of what we're doing, doesn't need to be more than that. Let's give it a geoscatter. And biome. I've actually been really into those free ones I posted about the other week. The A15 ones. They're super cool for this kind of thing. We'll use this one. The mosquito, there will be. We textured it in the first part. We've kind of been working in a lot of different files today because I'm making elements more than I'm dealing with just a scene. Yeah, that looks cool. Again, let's look at it in color. Yeah, looks good. One thing I see I want to fix on this building here. 3. I want those to be roof pieces. And can't get rid of that parapet because whatever, but because they're actually separate objects, but that's fine. Cool. Just want that there. But now let's bring in the bug. Just grab it from a different file. Well, actually, I should be able to append it, right? I mean, it's the only object in the file. Well, just go ahead and create a new one. I could use the append, but I need the characters too, and that's a bit more of a hassle. So we'll just use the same blender and open it multiple things. Long bug. There's our boy. Let's just call him. Copy him and bring him over to here, and we're going to put him right there. Sure. I'm going to turn off geonodes for right now because they're just a little, they slow us down a bit. There he is, GZ. We're going to see if we can line him up so he makes sense where he's standing just a little bit. That seems close enough that I'll buy it. Well, no. Where are we? Fine, we're going to edit our ground. We knew this was coming. There. Still can't hit it. Where is he? I gotta like find the right spot. There he is. Those ones look okay. This one. There we go. And there we go. Okay, now he's standing. We got a bug. And then decide if we want the characters here too. I think we might, even though it's kind of silly, but whatever. Save him. Open recent. The aliens. Woohoo! There we go. Let's grab Bart first. Select hierarchy. I'll see. Copy objects. 7G. I don't know where we want to put him. There seems good. Okay. Save. I don't know. I wasn't thinking he was going to be a good bug. He's certainly not a, like, we'll put it this way. He's certainly not a pet bug. He's not like the prongies, but I would say he's, I don't know, a coyote level of bug maybe. Oh, God damn it. Did I not? Oh. Select hierarchy. There we go. Copy objects. And because the advantage to doing the aliens this way is I still have control over their posing, as opposed to if we had sculpted them, we'd have to like deal with it in another way. So like I'm like, maybe I don't like that pose for her now. Maybe I want a dramatic hero pose. Choose like that. Okay, cool. And I don't think he probably should be smiling at this point now, at least not the same level. Yeah, pretty much. Um, they've probably seen it before, but hmm, gonna add a bit of a frown, but I don't think I want it to be like 100% frown. It's a frown of like 0.5. And can I give a happy of like 0.25? So it's like, hey, oh, that's not awful. I'm not even sure we'll get them all in the same shot, but we might. Let's see. Yeah, we will. And camera. Let's see if we like it in the same shot. Not super sold on it yet, but there we go. I might even move the bug, even though I did, yes, rearrange all the land around the bug so it would work. Geoscatter on. I don't got to see it too well anyway, which is kind of cool. I'm actually not too unhappy with that. I think I want to give it. Does this one still have? No, I got to open back up another asset library because we crashed. And ground. Go grab one of my new trees. So these are the trees I've been making with any tree, which is a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy this plugin. Let me squish this back out of the way. And I like this bent tree. Let's see. That's not a bad tree to have there. Maybe just trying to see where we want it to be compositionally. That's probably a little better. Cool. Yeah. And let's just grab our tree again and Alt D and RZ 56 and Alt D RZ 84 and just scale it down a little bit. Just trying to make them look different. Can't even see the second one, so I need to move it. Am I facing the wrong way? Oh, yeah. Always when I do this, I get mixed up. I want my depth to be Y and not X, but we've gotten kind of turned around. Yeah, really. Well, these guys don't even know what a sausage is, but I'm not sure if let's go look at him. What do we think? What's that mouth say? Does that mouth says leaf eater to me? It doesn't say like there's no jaw. He has no pincers or anything to rend meat with. And since 99% of the animals on this planet are also arthropods with armor, chances are this guy is harmless, at least in an eating sense, to us. He probably eats leaves. That would be my, assessment looking at him from the body. Cool. Save. And let's see what we got. I need to give it a sky. I thought I had one. Did we lose it when I? Oh no, it was in the other building. That's right. Doesn't seem to. Like, I mean, if he did, it would still be for like, like he might fuck you up for if you tried to lay eggs in your body or something. But I don't think he's gonna eat you. Um, so my idea for this planet is it is dangerous, but not a death trap. So I was gonna say sort of lock him away, keep him away from the blankets. Yes. Um, kind of in vibe, I'm thinking. Obviously, like I watched Scavenger Rain last week, and it's awesome. So it's hard not to pull from that a little bit. But a little bit of that, a little bit of Lost in Space, a little bit of Annihilation. So like it's dangerous and weird, but not like incredibly so. But that's kind of where I'm going on open world. Yeah, open world. That was what I wanted. Let's try this one. That's very bright, but not awful. I might move it, rotate it around a little bit though. I do like the clouds, like or the tree. Keep it coming full speed. Um, Getting a lot of cloud action over our characters, which I don't know how I feel about. Um, let's turn off. It's hard to tell too. Let's turn off armatures so we can see what they actually look like. Um, that's all right. Rotate some more. See if we can't get a little bit more of them in light. There's them in a lot of light. It's very bright. Take the exposure down 5, maybe even down 1. Yeah, I get down 1. Turn on the geoscatter. Get plants on our people. That's kind of annoying, but I think we can move that around. Just got there. Oh, we're gonna go to 8. Oh, we don't really need 8 because we're not really seeing anything but blue sky. Like we could, yeah, I'm not gonna bother. We could take this to 8K, but there's nothing in the background that's gonna look derezzed, so why bother? Where's just got that off? Geoscatter. Moves it to the bottom when I'm using it for whatever reason. Young trees, I think this is the one. And let's just pick a new distribution. There we go. No, they're not on our people anymore. And our people do have hair. They're just not showing it. But let's see. Bart, yep, turn his hair on. Her also turn her hair on. I feel like that's a pretty cool looking colony thing. There's only one thing I might want to do more, just for a little added interest again. And that would be turn off geoscatter. Is that a cliff behind them? Because cliffs are cool. Just like back here. Too close. That's too close. We're shooting that way. we're shooting this way. Local. To there. Yeah, something like that. Could be cool. Just to give us a little bit of like, yes, there is some terrain out there beyond just a blue sky. And we want to set our world start is fine. It's not going to be a very hazy day, so we'll take it to 250 for our haze. And yeah, I don't know, man. Free to public domain, that's hard. I mean, again, unless you're going to sell it, it doesn't super matter, but if it's public domain or not, or, you know, just go turn Snow White into a sci-fi story. That's kind of the easy thing to do. Like, um, just take any other existing story and just tech it. That's what I'd do. All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. We got our bug. We got the first step of our plan. I don't even mind that it's kind of poking through a little bit here. Like the seams have been opened up, but I'm gonna fix it, I think, so they're seamless in the future. But I'm not hating it right now. Focus on him. So 6 meters away. Yeah. Um, I don't think any Ray Bradbury stuff is public domain yet. I think it's still under copyright. He's not that old. Close. And yeah, I believe that will be it, my friends. Um, yeah, Snow White on Mars is awesome. I mean, like for sure. You know, Snow White and the Seven Martians. The end. Done. She's a colonist. She's escaping away from her mother. She runs off into the Mars, ends up with seven Martians, and then is then rescued by you know a colonist from a different colony. The end. It's done. um, like it works. Um, yeah, no, thanks for hanging out, Amy. I'm glad everyone made it for a little bit. I gotta go because it's actually a holiday here today. It's the observed date for Remembrance Day, but not that I have holiday stuff to do. It's just we put off cleaning all weekend, so I have to go clean my apartment now. Um, so yeah, Walter, for sure. Um, I think this looks pretty cool. I'll finish for getting it rendered up and post it up. And we'll be back again tomorrow. I think we'll probably push this building kit a bit more tomorrow and see if we can't start working on some of the colony type stuff. And there may be yet more bugs and more people too, you know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like this planet too. It has as much as I liked Madonna's Tears, which is the name I came up for on literally the last image that I made for it. It's just there's a limit to what you can do when all you have is a city and water, So, and I was starting to feel like I wanted some plants again. And I think we're going to try to not pick a single biome this time. So I think we're going to do some rain, some fog, some sun, some day, some night. We're going to try to hit kind of it all on this planet instead of being unified like we have been for the last couple, where it was just like every scene is at night and in the rain or whatever. So cool. All right, folks, have a great one. I'll see you back tomorrow or whenever you have, available time to show up again. And